We are back 8:37 with Your Health. The internet and social media are saturated with skincare advice, but a lot of it can leave you even more confused. So we gathered 5 popular questions that people are asking. We brought in Dr. Michelle Henry, a Today contributor and New York-based dermatologist, for some concrete answers. Dr. Henry, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, this is the million-dollar question,
Yes.
and honestly, like some skincare is so expensive, maybe it is $1 million. How long are these products good for?
Yeah, so many skincare products, similar to food, will have an expiration date, so a month and a year. If you don't see that, look for an open jar label. And so that's the period after opening. You'll see 6, 12, 24. That's telling you how long you can keep it. If you don't see either of those, a good rule of thumb is 2 to 3 years for something that's unopened and about 1 year for something that's been opened. I recommend writing down when you open it so you can track it well.
Okay, how long should you give a product to see if it's working? That's our next question.
Yeah, so it depends on the product and what you're looking to treat. So something like a moisturizer or maybe an exfoliator, about a week. If you're treating acne, so acne creams, acne cleansers, about 4 to 6 weeks. Now, if you're looking for something anti-aging, so more profound
like
changes,
a retinol or
like
something.
a retinol or a peptide, you want to do 2 to 4 months.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And I recommend taking photos so you can check your before and afters so you know that you're spending your money in the right place.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Do I really need to wash my face every day? This one comes from C. Daly in New York. Does Carson need to wash his face every day?
Well, an emphatic yes and yes. So the nighttime is not controversial. We know that we want to get rid of oil, dirt, debris, pollution, but the morning is when people get a little fussy.
Yeah.
So you're sleeping, you're sweating, you're getting oil. Let's say you hug your husband, your wife, your kids, you're transferring bacteria. So I'm a fan of cleansing in the morning. If you're sensitive, choose the right cleanser. So something
Well, what if you're
creamy.
just like taking a shower? Like, doesn't it sort of just get cleaned?
I mean, you're getting a little bit of steam, but if you're really sensitive, you get moisture from the right cleanser. Or micellar water is a nice, easy approach, too. If you say, you know what, I don't want to use a harsh soap, micellar water is perfect.
Okay. The next one, what is the best way to deal with those dark spots?
Yeah, so dark spots are very tough. It's the bane of my patient's existence. You can start with sunscreen. So broad spectrum sunscreen will prevent new spots and keep the old ones from getting worse, and then targeted over-the-counter treatment. So ingredients like exfoliating ingredients like glycolic acid, vitamin C, niacinamide, tranexamic acid, professional treatments, chemical peels, lasers, those things help as well. And then consistency is absolutely key.
So for some of those serums like a vitamin C or that, how long do those generally take to start working?
Yeah, so you can see early improvement. I'd say 4 to 6 weeks for things like vitamin C. You want to give it time depending on how dark the spot is.
I feel like a lot of well, I know I do. I try something, I'm like, it doesn't work. And you don't stick with it.
You can't give up.
You got to give it a little time. Okay, then finally, what should I be asking my dermatologist at my annual visit?
Yeah, so this is a great time to get all of your questions answered. First, ask, do you see any concerning changes in my skin from the prior year? What is the best skincare routine for my skin type? That's a great question. What is the latest and greatest for my skin concern? And then last but not least, how do I minimize my risk for skin cancer? We want you to prepare with not only your questions, but also some physical things. So wear your hair loose because we also look at your scalp. Take off your nail polish. So that gel nail polish, take it off because you can have nail melanoma.
Wow.
So that's a big one. Prepare your questions. If you do self-exams at home, bring your photos. So all of those things are really important.
How often should the average person do that kind of head-to-toe skin check with a dermatologist?
Yeah, so after the age of 18, we expect everyone that has not had a cancer to come in annually. If you've had a skin cancer, it changes depending on how severe and the type of cancer.
Wow. Okay. Dr. Henry, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.